Did you ever pitch any of this cinematic stuff or these ideas when you were in WWE?
I pitched the whole character that this started as. And I pitched the whole character this started as verbally written. And then I filmed the promo I released the day I was fired on the day I was fired because I filmed that promo and sent it to him on the day I was fired. So that was just like, well, I just cut this great promo and this is what I want to be. And I shaved my head. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
So it was only overshadowed by stupid Drake Maverick and his crocodile tears. So because I'm like this, I didn't want, no matter what happened, I didn't want people to think I didn't try. And there was a time I didn't care and I wasn't trying. And I'm like, that's not me, man.
Yeah.
Remember who the fuck you are. And like, I'd rather go down swinging than just be shot, you know?
Yeah.
Rather die on your feet than live on your knees, whatever. So yes, that was pitched. It was pitched along with sort of an underground Fight Club essence to it. And then I released 90 days later, my debut match that took place in a dimly lit underground looking garage. It looks like they're just starting a Fight Club in here. Obviously it's super Fight Club inspired. And then a week later, Raw Underground started. So I guess they found my pitch in the trash.
Is there a day you can go back to in WWE where you feel like they specifically dropped the ball?
With me or in general? With me?
With you.
I mean, did they drop the ball or did I just not grab the ball and take it?
Maybe a combination of both. And we talked about this last time. It's crazy that you come in as the heavyweight champion from another company, former heavyweight champion, and they can't find something on that level for you.
Yeah. And NXT was fun and well, but I was already established. So nobody there is making me their pet project to get me over because I walk out, I had a good reaction, I had name value.
Yeah.
I wasn't meant to be there forever. And that's cool. And I have a great time there. We're with great people. I learned, reestablished my love of simplicity and storytelling and wrestling with Terry Taylor. So I'm very happy I was there. Even though I didn't even have to show up, I could just showed up to TVs, but I wanted to be a part of it. But specifically dropping the ball with me, I think just the first segment where I come out and didn't speak.
Yeah.
Just let Ambrose, get it, jam me a little bit and it's fun and whatever. And if shouldn't be a babyface first off. And he was obviously had such a great run there. And then he decided to leave the company and that whole thing. So now they're of course cheering for him and I'm in that situation. But I think just the debut had no purpose or point. And I think they called a bunch of people up in a rash decision that could probably live or die on their own. That didn't need a bunch. We can plug them in and they'll be okay. Doesn't matter. So there's no point to any of it. So I guess that'd be the drop the ball. On my end, dropping the ball was not doing anything to make them give it to me. I tried a few things. One thing I promised myself when I got there is I will never just be everybody that's miserable and be like, it doesn't matter. And I became it. Definitely became it. That's on me. It's okay. Like everyone else was, but I promised myself I would not let that happen. And it did happen, but maybe it happened for a reason.
Well, it happened to put you right here, right now, doing exactly what you're doing.
Now. Yeah. Synchronicities.
Well, one of these times you'll say it correctly.
I'm fairly eloquent with my words and I can't say this one word.
No, I think that it's that gimmick from WWE. It's rubbing off on you.
Yeah. Handsome mute. And if I just
handsome meat, that wasn't that Sean Stasiak's gimmick.
Handsome mute.
Oh, mute.
Like I do to your podcast. Come on. But that sucked. I don't No, man. The thing too is after I went through that moment of I don't care. It doesn't matter. There was another re-sparking of it. Well, first off, I got a terrible concussion.
Yeah.
Because they called me up with a concussion for something. Whatever. Long story short, my brain wasn't right. And that doesn't help your mental health at all, especially if you're miserable. So I was going through that, but It was like, all right, now I'm not going to take no for an answer. I think it was like I came back from the concussion. I'm like, doesn't fucking matter. Like whatever comes down that pipe, I'm going to run with it, and they can fire me if they have to.
Right.
And nothing came. Not one. Like, I'll let them do something backstage real fast. Like, oh, it's live TV. I'm like,
yeah.
I was committed to going all in. And then two, like what I hate about social media and wrestling and wrestlers is when they complain about their positioning on lines and blah, 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 and their booking and blah, blah, blah. Like people that like threatened or at the time asking for the release online and stuff like that because they wouldn't get it. I thought that was weak. That was a weak move. That's all. I don't know. Because like I thought about it every day. I'm like, but then I'm like, all right, now there's a pandemic. I can't do that because I have guaranteed money and people might not have jobs and my parents might need help and other families. So I have to stay here. Well, you fired me. Okay, good.
Hey, it's Chris, and thank you so much for checking out this video on my brand new YouTube channel, CVV Clips. As the name suggests, it's a place where I'm going to post clips from some of my favorite interviews. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit subscribe and also check out these videos right here. YouTube thinks you might like them.